Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Adelina, you can call me Della, and I literally waited for 10 years to make this video. Somewhere between 2013 and 2014, I became obsessed with this site called YouTube. You probably heard of it. At first, I just watched Naruto edits, but then I found out about these people who make videos on YouTube called bloggers. I really loved watching their videos. Firstly, I watched only Russian bloggers because I didn't understood English back then, but I watched like Western bloggers in translation. I guess back then, I thought about creating my own channel because I just really wanted to be like them, to make videos, to be, center of attention, to share my thoughts, my feelings with my audience. I just loved these communities that they had, and I wanted to have my own. And among all of these different types of videos, there were like let's plays, there were like sketches. I started finding this another genre of videos. They were called coming out. So in these videos, people talked about their homosexuality mainly, or about their transgenderness, and I really loved those videos. And I felt like, so this is what you do when you realize that you're queer, that you're not straight. You can actually make video about it, and you can get support from community, from your subscribers. I lived in Russia. I still live in Russia, sadly, but yeah, I'm still here. I pretty much understood that environment around me was not gay friendly. I couldn't talk about queerness, like about my experience, about who am I with people around me. So this thing with making videos and talking to people on internet, that became something that I really hold to. So I thought about creating my own channel and reaching, for example, 10,000 subscribers, and then I thought I'm gonna make my coming out video. Back then, as I said, I didn't know English, so I thought about making Russian channel and making coming out in Russian language. I finally created my channel and started making videos in 2016. So 7 years later, at the end of 2023, I found myself in weird situation. I had 1,000 subscribers and a really homophobic government with laws that basically state that homosexuality is illegal. We have these laws in Russia about propaganda of homosexuality, and what is this? What is propaganda of homosexuality? That could be anything. Anything gay can be can count as propaganda. This here can be propaganda. And yeah, if I make drawings, LGBT drawings, or coming out video, that's gonna expose me to some troubles. So yes, this is what was happening, but I still wanted to make this video because it was in my head still for 10 years. So this is why I decided to create second channel in English to protect myself from Russian police and to not get in trouble. And also because English, this is how I learned it. I learned English by watching TV shows with LGBT representation in it. It all started with Orange is the New Black in 2014 and 15. I remember I was obsessed with this show. I watched the first 2 seasons and I was in love with this. I was obsessed. I just rewatched it all the time. And when new season came out, I watched it illegally. I'll admit it, I didn't have Netflix and I couldn't pay for it. So yeah, I'm sorry, I watched it illegally. So I needed to wait for a dub, but I couldn't wait for subtitles and dub. So I just watched episode in original in English. Then subtitles came out. I watched with subtitles the same episode. Then another episode comes out. I watched it in English. Then I watched it with subtitles. So yeah, I watched the whole season like this in one night, I guess. It always happened in summer, so I had a great time. Just 2 days. I was just watching Orange is the New Black just straight. So new season came out episode by episode, then I watched the whole thing, then I just rewatched previous seasons with this new one. For many years it was my favorite show, and I loved it because of the queer representation. And gradually, this is how I learned English. I started understand. At first I understand nothing, but then I start understand some things. I remember first word I learned from Orange is the New Black is bullshit. And I was like, what's a bullshit? What is this? I Googled it and I was like, oh, I know that. So this is like how I learned many words from it. And then I just started watching other shows, like then I watched what was it, like Lost Girl. I watched Orphan Black, The 100, what it was, like Supergirl, Carmela, all of these like lesbian shows. So yeah, I really love them, and I watch them in English because I noticed that it helps me to learn English and to understand better, and this is how I learned English. It's like, full circle. I started learning English. I learned English like because I was watching queer media, and then I need English to create queer media myself. That's pretty good, I think. English is actually really a great thing. I am really proud of myself that I was able to learn it. I thought it's not like something unique, but actually not many people in Russia can speak English. This is actually a really good thing, and it's worth to be proud of. For me, English became this thing that really connects me to queer world. It was really rare when I talked about queerness or like experienced queerness in Russian language. And most of the time when I touched this queer world, queer community, when I felt like a part of it, it was through English. It was like through internet mostly. So for me, my queerness was really virtual and in English. And I guess this is why I have this feeling when I speak English, I feel like more like myself. Because when I speak Russian, I have this like mask on. I still look like this in real life, but it was like until recently. I had like a long hair and stuff. So I felt, I never like hide myself. People asked me, or I just told them. I never had like problems with this. I looked at situation. If I felt like in danger, I didn't say anything. So yeah, I noticed that when I speak English, I feel freely and like more relaxed. Потому что когда я говорю на русском, у меня как будто, знаете, все тело прям вот сводит, прям вот у меня мускулы прям вот так вот я говорю на русском, вот так я выгляжу, когда говорю на русском. And when I speak English, I'm like this. I feel more relaxed, more like me. Sometimes it's hard for me to express my feelings and my thoughts, so but I hope you understood what I meant here. I guess now I should say the thing. Again, so yes, hi, I'm Della one more time, and I like girls. I am lesbian. Yeah, that's my coming out video. Feels nice to say it. I'm not really closeted because I noticed that at first I was very scary, to cut my hair, to wear like this thing, but actually people don't care. People really don't care. There is like some % of really aggressive and mean people, ignorant people, but most people are like supportive, or they just don't care, or they like don't even understand that I'm lesbian. They just like randomly ask me if I have a boyfriend or something when I look like this. This is how I look every day, and people just don't get it. So I have pretty good gaydar, I guess, and some people just don't have it at all, and when they see me, they're like, oh, look at her, she has really short hair, she's here without boyfriend, probably I could be her boyfriend, I could talk to her, that's so good, I met her on this powerlifting training, I'm gonna hit it. Literally, this is what happens sometimes, and it's funny. Now I guess I should tell you how I realized I was lesbian. I guess I pretty much knew since I was, 12, 13, somewhere like that. I guess I saw this music video about this edit about AKB48, this like Japanese pop group, and they have like a bunch of fan service. There's like Yuri content. So someone did the, compilation or something. I watched it and I remember I was like instantly really interested. I think I always was really interested in lesbians, even as a child. I remember there was like this music video by Tattoo, All the Things She Said. You probably heard of this song, really popular. It's like really popular, really famous. It like caught my attention immediately. I was like, what is this? I need it. I need more of it. What is this? I was just like captivated by it. It was like all the time like this, but only when I like got my personal computer, not this one, other, but it stood here. Like when I got my first personal computer and got access to the internet, I discovered YouTube, discovered these edits. Yes, and I started watching these queer shows. I became pretty open about it with people around me recently, like really recently. For many years I was like closeted and in denial or something like this. It was like two conflicting parts inside of me. One that loved Orange is the New Black and enjoyed everything and all of these other shows, and the other that just wanted to be like everyone. I felt like this, as I said, my queerness, I always felt like it was something virtual, like it was something there. It was like a part of me, but I could, I felt like I could hide it, under mask. Well, and I never really thought deeply about relationships. I was a loner pretty much since I was a child. I was introverted and I didn't really like people. And at some point I remember I thought, well, I could be alone forever. That's not gonna be really sad. I was really independent as a child, and now I don't think so. Now I'm really sad that I'm alone. I've never been in a relationship before, in a romantic relationship, and this is something that I have a lot of insecurities about. So yes, ladies, if you live in Russia, in Ufa, call me or DM me. I am open, to opportunities. It's hard dating in Russia. Not everyone out, and if it's like bisexual girl, she's I think she's probably gonna choose a guy over me. I feel like this because it's more comfortable, it's safer, and safer to be with a guy. It's like acceptable. I guess it's just not many options here. And I also have mental problems, so I am like very anxious. This is something I'm working on. I read like books about anxious attachment, about self-love, and like how to overcome this fear of abandonment and stuff. And I have a therapist. I do therapy. Recently started group therapy, so I see slow progress. I see now that I can communicate with people better, but I just have this feeling that I'm never gonna find anyone for me, because it's not like I never liked girls in my life. Yes, I had like a few crushes, but it didn't work out, and I was heartbroken so many times, and I needed like a year to overcome this thing. So it's like once a year, somewhere like that, I find this girl that I like, but I ruin everything, or she ruins everything, because we both not really stable mentally. I don't know really what's the problem. This is like my destiny, I guess. This is what it is. I used to be so sad about my loneliness that I felt, incomplete. I felt I have this hole right here in my heart, in the middle of my chest. And I noticed that when, like, even when I just think about some girl that I like, it's like brings me so much confidence. I feel like so much better. It's like high, just big high, and it scares me. Why I can't feel myself whole, myself complete without other person? Because I know it's not healthy, and this is not how it used to be. And right now I'm working on this thing, to build something inside of me, to fill this hole myself. And maybe then I will be able to find love. But it's like still really sad. I never met another 24-year-old like single virgin. I don't know, it's rare, it's not cool. I'm not cool. I feel like loser, and it's sad, but it's like nothing I can do about it. I mean, I can do some things. I do everything I can. As I said, I do therapy, I take care of myself, and I do gym, workout, things, stuff, and I'm on all dating apps. I have dates like every other week, but they all just, I don't know, it's not the thing I need. They all just not clicking. I'm not clicking with anyone. But I guess it's okay. Maybe I'll find someone soon, or maybe I won't. I don't know what's going to happen, and I will just accept everything, because some things I can change and some things I can't. And I guess this is gonna be the end of the video. I don't really know what to say. Maybe how I came out to my family. I have grandma and my mom. That's all my family. Everyone else like died. So my family is my mom and my grandmother. I came out to my mom like in 2 years ago, and my grandmother like also like a week after that. My mom, she was like okay with it. Well, I found out that girl that I really liked had a boyfriend, so I was really sad about it, and I called my mom. And before that, when I felt heartbroken and sad, I told my mom that this girl, there was this girl, and she doesn't want to be friends with me. So she knew I had like problems with making friends. I don't have like friends. I have like one friend or something, and he's a guy. So I have this problem with making friends. So it was kind of believable that some girls, they don't want to be my friends. Like then it was really, I'm not gonna say the whole story, it's maybe for the next time, but it was really like traumatic for me, and unfair for me, as I felt. And so I called my mom, and I told her that I actually liked this girl really much, and I thought she liked me, and we were hanging out, we were spending time together. But then she just found a boyfriend for herself. So I told my mom that I was lesbian, in fact, and all of these other girls that I told her about, I didn't want to be their friend. I wanted to date them, but they didn't want me back. I remember I was crying on the phone with her, and I asked her if she's like upset, and she told me she's only upset because I'm upset, and there is no other things for her to be upset about. That was really great feeling. I was really surprised. I kind of thought she wouldn't understand, and I was ready to be, rejected by her or like judged. But no, she said these words, and I felt better since then. And times like I talk to her about how I feel lonely, and she's not really good with helping, but she's like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. She tries a little bit. My grandmother, she wasn't that supportive. She was like, at first she didn't like get what I said. She was like, what are you talking about? You're a lesbian or something? I'm like, yes, this is what I'm saying. And she was like, nonsense. Eat your soup. You look really hungry. Eat. She was worried about if I ate enough. And then she just some time went by, and then she casually started mentioning some nephews, some guys, some like nephews of her friends, some grandsons of her friends, and she talked about that I should have a fiance. And I was like, what? I don't know if she's forgot what I said to her, or she just tries to gaslight me into being straight. I don't know what's going on here. So I was like, so it's weird. I don't know what she's trying to do, but yeah. But she's not negative about it. She doesn't being homophobic or something. So I guess it's okay. It's fine. I'm okay with it. You know, not all people can understand things. Not all people, you know, are broad-minded. Not all people tolerant. And there is gonna be many people in my life. I'm gonna meet many people who will not accept me. I need to learn, you know, to be over it, to protect myself from this negative vibrations. So yeah, sometimes I open up myself, and I tell people like around me that I'm gay. Like everyone in my group at university knows it, and none of them were like weird about it. I told my therapist, my therapy group, I don't know, pretty much like my friends, my acquaintances, not like friends. I have one friend, he's a bisexual dude. We met in line to therapist because we had the same therapist. I guess I am a lesbian. It's like the second thing I told him. So yes, he knows that, and like some my other people know. I guess I'm pretty comfortable with being open. This is how I look like. I feel comfortable looking like this. I love the length of my hair. This like more masculine representation of me. But I thought about me being like, even like going bald. I always wanted to try, bald head. And my hair that like grows super fast, so it doesn't really matter. I go like, I'll shave my head, and in 3 months I'm gonna have like this thing again. So yeah, maybe in summer I'll try to shave my head. That's all for today. I guess this is it. This was my coming out video, the one I wanted to make for 10 years. I hope it was worth it. So yeah, now you have this information. My conscience is clear, so you all know, and everyone on the internet is know, and I feel free. So now, what I'm gonna do now, I guess I'm gonna do something. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do next on this channel. Maybe something different from my other channel. I'm still thinking, I'm still figuring it out. So yeah, you can stay to check out what new videos I'm going to make. You can give this video a like if you're gay too, and leave a comment about how it is being gay for you. For me, it's alright, I guess. Loneliness is kind of sad, but all the other things are great. So 9 out of 10. If I had a girlfriend, it would be 10 out of 10. So yes, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Bye.